So first up, let's run up in here and talk to Momedy here. Oh, and we're gonna get some stuffs. All right. Well, youngling, how you finding our fine Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, maybe it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and you name of Papa Shan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Yeah, we could do that. However, we can go ahead and, well, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do that. Because as soon as we go out the other entrance to Western Thanalan, we'll level up. Due to the experience points you get for the first time you enter a certain map. Every time you enter a zone, it gives you like a 1/5 of a level just for discovering the zone. But I won't do that quite yet. And these guys here, that means they're in my hunting log. You know, since you're standing right there, I guess I'll go ahead and no reason to delay it. If they're gonna stand directly upon, you know, directly upon the route that I'm walking, then I may as well go ahead and wipe them out. And this will get me to level 5. Just wiping these guys out. Yep. Ha! However, I will talk to him just to get the gear reward first. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might be the good soul Momedy advised me to expect, I am Papa Shan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. Yeah, okay. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Alright, now, as for Disciple of War, that's caster stuff, so we'll take the boots. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, now I understand. Now I understand items setting. No, do not dump them in my armory chest. Dump them in my inventory. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now I suppose we could go ahead and start this quest. We're going to get one of these from the job quest that we're about to do in a second. Since you come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. Just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Alright, since this guy is right here, we'll go ahead and give him his pretzel. But my main goal is to get back into the city and pick up the next gladiator quest. Halt! Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papa Sean. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as so long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. Alright. Time to head back to the city. Of course, there is another guy directly in my path, so I may as well give him his pretzel too. Oh, Jesus, my R2 button is playing fucky fuck again. Great. 12 save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Here, have a pretzel. A twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Oh, no, that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Well, you're welcome, buddy. Man, this really annoys the hell out of me. Yeah, my R2 button's just stuck. So that's the end of this. Pretty much. Unless I can fix this. Seems anytime I plug the mic into the controller, this tends to happen. I don't know why the microphone plug receptacle is nowhere near the R2 button, but good old Sony shit. But now we can pick up that level 5 quest and get that out of the way. Now, granted, 10 years ago, this wouldn't be happening. You had to do more than just walk out of town, kill a handful of things to get to level 5. It took considerably longer. I just got straight lost. Oh, right here's where I'm going. There we go. Alright, lady. Yeah, see, we'll get that sword here. We already got the boots. We're not going to get the chest piece. We'll get the headpiece instead. Ah, Alex, I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. And so during, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. In other words, you are a tank, you are the damage sponge. Yeah, all the things I didn't realize when I chose this role so long ago. To help you better understand this, there is a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Momadia the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Lominson marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the Laminsons and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder." In this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Yeah, this does not teach you how to hold aggro. Okay, it doesn't. Just emoting at something, yeah, that doesn't do it. Now, where's the point to self? There it is. I'll just put it on the hotbar so I don't have to type all that crap every time I have to do the emote. And outside the Adventurers Guild. Alright, here's a marauder. Walk up and emote at him. Yeah, that's how you tank. You know your friend here's a 12 damn cheat. Thinks he can charge us more because we're foreigners, but he'll get his own back. Mark me words. Alright, so much for him. Oh, dumbass. I forgot to do the emote. Oh, come on now. He was disrespecting me proud Seawolf heritage. Fine, I'll leave the bastard be, but we ain't finished. Get out of here, dumbass. Alright, there's two more of them running around someplace. Here's one. The hell's is your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be, you bleeding manservant? That don't matter, you gone and spoiled the mood. Alright, one more. He's got to be inside. Doesn't he? Where is this asshole? Well, Oh, I see him. Okay. He was right by where I started off. Alright. What? You blaming me because this little shite shat his own pants? Well, bugger him and bugger you. Speak English, you goddamn fool! I don't like reading accents because so many of these people have a, let's just say, a strange way of expressing themselves here. Man, slap your mama for giving you such a stupid ass name, dude. I'm gonna call you Phil. Epoxy arse, this is your best brew. I'd sooner drink a pint of me own piss than this swill. Oh, you gotta do the emote on him too. Alright. Just who the hell do you think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm Phil, the Driven. And me and my bloody marauders have been reaving so long, mothers scare their children with tales about us. Don't believe me words? Then I'll let me axe do the talking. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is lively, even for the quicksand. You two going to put on a show for us? No, I was just kind of emoting for the boss chick back there. What's this, another goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to Phil the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers or some such. I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better... That sword, it couldn't be Frenzy, but only the sword of Nald would... Bloody hells, it's you! You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Well, that was easy enough. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Laminson was quite brave of you and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Aldous, and I'd buy your drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then, that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored and seeker as yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger kept keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city, this wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. What the hell was that? Oh, it's because my R2 button is stuck again. Okay, there we go. Momedy. Okay, I swear if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Alex, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Okay, now we just get to report back and collect our rewards. Yeah, originally that was all the tanking tutorial you got. So if you were just some noob like myself that didn't know what a tank even was, that shit right there did not help. Did not help prepare you for going into a dungeon and holding aggro and not letting anyone else get hit and blah 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 blah. You know, your typical tank stuff. Did not teach you that. I've already heard of your exploits at the quicksand, Alex. You did well to send those marauders packing. Wish you could say we've heard the last of them. Last, we received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. Seems words will not suffice after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Alex. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Phil the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never plagued the trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Oh, okay, so it's not over. All right. But Scorpion's Crossing is in Western, so we're about to get that big fat bonus for entering that zone for the first time. This gate. There we go. 72 experience points just for walking through a door. Gate, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's go ahead and wipe these guys. They're on my hunt log. I mean, no reason to bypass them if they're gonna conveniently stand right there. Alright. Total Eclipse. That's an AoE, so we're gonna put that right there. Ah, cactuars are also on the menu. Alright. Oh, it didn't go down with the... Alright, so much for that. I think this is the person that opens the housing district. Yeah, it is. I'm not even gonna bother with that right now. This is the actual quest. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Okay. At least he was concise and to the point. Hammerbeak, he's on my list. So I'll go ahead and kill the Hammerbeaks too while I'm at it. Why not? Should be 3 of them, right? Although some have 4 or even 5 that you need to do. Alright, it was only 3. Damn, Earth Sprites as well. Okay, I'll have to make sure to get a few of them too. Oh, it's Phil himself! So much for him. Alright, Earth Sprite. Yeah, now I gotta find a couple more of them. Ah, there's one. Don't run away from me. Get back here. Alright, that was 3. Alright, that was all of them. Now let's give the merchant back his stuff. And then we should just have to report back, and that'll be the end of that quest. Already level 7. Alright, buddy, I got your stuff. Alright, you already told me your story. 12 bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. Alright, now we get to report back. Alright. You know what? Damn it, since it's sitting right here, let's go ahead and open up the housing. All that quality land so desperately coveted to be auctioned off to the bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine the entire area could end up owned by a wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, sir. It isn't like that I dislike adventurers, far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to the hard-working Uldans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? Not really, but I want you off my map, so... About the goblet, my hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Robon's approval of that much, I'm sure. Alright. Now the entrance is, yeah, over here. I think we gotta go upstairs. Yeah. This isn't going to matter to this character because I'm not going to be buying a house or any of that. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this morning. It is true, in an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the goblet, a man-made oasis built atop a towering butte. Ah, but why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the goblet, speak to the recruit station just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. You may visit any residential ward within the goblet. Okay. Go to a specified ward, Ward 1. Good enough. And this will get the whole housing thing out of the way. But I don't do housing anymore. At all. Because other than being in an FC, or trying to, well, and building yourself a, how should we say, special house, like the Mog House, the Chocobo House, Carbuncle House, blah, 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 blah. There's really nothing to it. There's basically nothing you can do at your house that you can't do in town. Or basically anywhere that has an aetherite. So it doesn't really have a practical purpose as far as I can tell. Other than doing it for its own sake. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? An Uldan woman asked you to learn more about the auctions. Oh dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Uldan citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a lot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. And I won't be doing that. We're leaving. Go back and tell this woman what it's all about, and then we can turn in our quest. And since we've got the logs here, let me go ahead and only show the incomplete. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? Eh? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? You already knew that. You told me that before you sent me. I mean, sure, times are tough, and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Well, it's just not fair. Oh, but you get experience points and a little bit of gil for doing that, so... Can now teleport to the residential district from the Ulda Aetherite, which I will not be doing. Come on, sprint. Come off cooldown. There we go. So I'm not going to teleport back into town just to go up some stairs. Now I'll be getting the weapon from her, and I'll get the headpiece. Because the body piece, every job gives you that level 5 custom body piece, and that'll clog up the inventory really quick. So I'm not even going to screw with that. Plus, at these early levels, until you get to like level 15, you outgrow the gear in a matter of seconds, really. As soon as you attack something, you level up almost. But I was hoping that Ring of Fortune was going to be like Gil Plus on it or something, not crafting points. But oh well. Good, it is finished. And with that, this stage of your training is complete. This time your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents will face you in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, Alex. We will speak again. We'll get the eye patch. There we go. The sword. and the eye patch. And recommended gear. Okay, and we can... Boom. We'll get rid of the weathered sword. We don't need it. And we're done with her until level 10. First off, I'm gonna head to the markets real quick and offload that garbage that I just got. Like I said, this is all I use the market for, is vendoring off the garbage out of the inventory. I really don't buy stuff from vendors. Unless I'm going to level an alt job, and I just want that easy 3% experience for any kind of food, I'll just buy like a stack of boiled eggs or something, you know? But for now, I don't need any of that. I'll keep the steaks for now. Don't need. Alright, there we go, and we'll, there we go. What the hell happened? I did not hit... Oh, well, I didn't hit that to consume the damn thing. Well, I'm close enough to the exit sign over here. I'll just walk out the gate. To deliver that last pretzel. Ugh. That cooldown. God damn it, my R2 button again. This is pissing me off, man. Alright, there's your pretzel, buddy. For me, from Papa Sean, a Twilight pretzel. My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Alright. Alright, let's head down here and turn in the quest. You returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fare our Sultan Sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing. Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles, then. Stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Yeah, don't need that. Already got one. Those are all weapons for Monk, who is also an Ul'dah, or Black Mage, who is also an Ul'dah. We'll take the money. Okay, now Rampart. That's a defensive cooldown. Oh, wait. It's a roll action. Then we'll get the stun at level 12. That's the big one that a tank needs. Right there, provoke. Shield bash at 10. Alright. Alex, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. Okay. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen. It must not. Okay, I need you to help me find her. Okay. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thonolin is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lalira. Okay. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. All right. We're heading, yeah, right over here. Hold on. Don't really need any of those. It should be right around here. Ah, okay, there we go. Hooded Lalafell. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Okay. Proceed.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
All right, this is our first real fight. I don't think I can draw aggro off a Thancred. Nope, sure can't. That was Flash. Yeah, he's tanking. Oh, okay, where's these lesser punks at? Once they get close enough, we'll hit that AoE. There we go. One more. So much for them. Dude, I don't need you to heal me. Heal yourself. You're the tank. Ain't nobody else taking damage. More of these ads. All right. And 3 for them. This guy's done.
Whew.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. shine thy light on all creation.
Now we wake up wondering who slipped us the shrooms.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void scent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream?
About void scent? Nope. Or not much else, really.
No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
Yeah, with them
As
little
you
legs,
wish,
it'll take you a
Your
month to walk
Impetuousness.
back.
I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
All right. Now that that's over with. Old Hydaelyn there, speaking in riddles. We had that vision that basically told us nothing. Right? Now, years and years and years and years later, we finally find out what the hell all that was about. Right? And I couldn't help think, if you'd have just told us this stuff right from the jump, when you started, giving us these visions and all that, we might have been a hell of a lot more effective in carrying out your plans. If you'd, tell us what the hell's going on. That's the problem with, in any game or even story or whatever where you have like a, how shall you call it, a godlike being, right? Oh, well, they have a plan that they need the hero to carry out. But then they never tell the hero this big plan, right, until the very end of the story. And it's like you expect your chosen one to just fumble about, and kind of happen upon doing the right thing. It's like, how about you just spell it out for us from the get-go, and then maybe we can get things done in a more expedient manner. Anyway, Papa Shan, thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. I cannot thank you enough, Alex. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilyra from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. I wouldn't go that far. We beat up a couple of, low-level scrubs. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. Okay, well, give me your wallet, then. Our sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Alex, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Okay, and we're up to a whopping... Down here in the lower right, that's our money. We're up to 600 gil! Getting rich, man. We're getting rich! And more marmot steaks. Okay. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Enough with the alliteratives, you dork. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Okay. We're delivering a pumpkin. Sounds easy enough. If Sisidoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger... A normal name! Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we're always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Okay. Yes, we do know where it is. Got about 5 minutes here. Might actually make it to level whatever that is. What am I, 8 now? Get to level 9 because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Antling Worker. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's a hunting log enemy on the way. Alright, so much for them. And so much for that. Now you got the fade up going up there. But while I'm right here, we'll go ahead and attune to the Aetheryte. No reason not to. Since they all need to be attuned to eventually anyway. Oh, goddamn. R2 button again. Fucking up. Man, that pisses me off so much. Man. Alright, there we go. Roger! Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. Nope, just here to drop a pumpkin on you. What's that? Cisadoa asked you to bring this here to me. Ha! Hey, even so, that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden ass back home. The hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Yes, level 9. Okay. Yeah, see, here we can actually get a more reasonable chest piece. Word is Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. A bloke by the name of Waring is hoping to bolster their numbers for the short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. You know what? I'm sick of this thing being right on top of me, so I'm going to go ahead and do this fate. It'll get me to level 10 so that I can do the next job quest. Damn, just one-shotting them. Well, damn, okay. Oh, because somebody else jumped in. Alright. Well, that's about it. I've reached the end of my recording time, so I will cut this here. Well, and in the next part, we will continue on from Blackbrush Station here with the main story. We'll get to level 10 and do the next job quest. So I will see you then.